Welcome to another episode of the GBN podcast. If you're not part of the GBN squad, hit that like and subscribe button and help spread badminton to the world. Kicking off the news, Victor will start selling air shuttles by mid-May. For those that don't know, air shuttles are to play air badminton, a new sport pushed by the BWF that has been in the making for 5 years with the goal to market badminton through being able to play it outdoors. Next, we have more cancellations of tournaments from May until June. I think this will be the norm for all tournaments until the coronavirus situation is solved. The Thomas and Uber Cup are still up in the air. The BWF is now trying to see with Danish officials about the restrictions put on by the government about the gathering of people. Even if the government allows it, it still raises the questions about all the other nationalities being able to travel in. So even if there's a Thomas Uber Cup, what will it look like? Will all nationalities, all nations be there or not? I guess we'll see, but I kind of doubt that there will be a tournament. Finally, we got Victor Axelsen fined €250 at the All England tournament because he was wearing the same color as Cho Tien Chien. He got to choose the color, and because Victor used the same color as him, that white color that YONEX was kind of pushing, he got fined, but I don't think that YONEX minds picking up the bill on that one. Moving on to YouTube, YONEX is making some beautiful content out there. So they have two series, I'll put it this way. So they have this Kento Momota, My Partner on Court series, which it's on the 5th part, like 30 seconds video, but the cinematography is just, it's awesome. It feels very intimate. So it's Kento Momota with the guys at YONEX doing various things. And I think intimate is the best way to say. The music, it's the music and the cinematography. It feels very close. It feels very good. It gives you pleasure to watch. You want to watch more. I wonder if it's part of a bigger thing. Hopefully it is, and some documentary will come out. But anyway, it's super good. I really suggest you check that out. You can check below in the description. I'll add the video. And then in line with these YONEX videos, they have one by Peter Gade called "The Courage to Wait." Now, the video is a breakdown about deceptions, about Peter Gade's deception. He also explains how he came up with his signature deception. But the cinematography, the music, the sound bits that they have of Peter Gade, like saying, it's just the words that he was saying. It nearly feels like a motivational video. Like it's that courageous players have the courage to wait. They don't play safe. They play to the last minute to create that deception, to do that slight difference. It was really good. I felt pumped after watching that video. I hope they continue with this stuff. It's very different from their previous videos. And I think for the YouTube world, it just makes more sense than just product videos. Anyway, talking about big brands making videos, All England had a video with Judy Hashman, which I found was very interesting. Her story, that they're probably one of the first badminton families out there, how things were in the back. She said something funny, the Danish backhand. I guess it's the backhand and that the Danes started it. But anyway, it was very interesting to understand not the difficulties, but how the sport has evolved. What I didn't like was All England in the beginning of this gave us this teaser. And the cinematography of the teaser is great. And the voiceover is great. And everything looked so good. But they didn't deliver. This interview with Judy Hashman would have been so much better if they threw in that kind of cinematography, that work, that production that they did for that teaser. Because here it was like random images, some B-roll, her speaking. But if they had taken what they did on the teaser and applied it with Judy Hashman, I think it would have been so much better. So I feel a bit deceived by the guys at All England. Anyway, let's move on to amateur YouTubers. On the YouTuber side, we have another video by Poison Cobra with the Legends. And my feelings about these videos are, yes, it's great that you filmed with the Legends, but especially after watching the YONEX videos, that they have a message behind. It's not just Peter Gade and Kento Momota, it's the exposition. I kind of feel that Poison Cobra's videos have nothing to give. It was kind of funny, but I watched it at 2 times speed because it was just it was giving nothing. It was just seeing them play around, to be honest. There's no message, there's no legend message, there's no YONEX message, there's no Poison Cobra message, there's nothing that stays in memory, actually. So there's a third part coming. I hope that one's better. And the reason I think it's better, at least on the preview, it really seemed that the legends were really enjoying themselves. So hopefully at least that kind of joy transmits to the video and makes me feel the joy that they were having. But this video was kind of bleh, to be honest. Anyway, moving on. We have a video by Tobias, and this is something I really like about Tobias. Tobias is very cerebral to his approaches to workouts, etc. So now that everyone's in quarantines, we see a lot of videos about movement on the ground, people hitting the shuttles against the wall, like drills. What Tobias does is, okay, there's this common drill, hitting a shuttle against the wall. Let's give it a purpose. So he sets up like a kind of high intensity interval training thing with a purpose, right? So like hit, rest, rest. He puts a curtain up with someone throwing, hit, everything with a purpose. And I think that's very interesting about Tobias. He just takes everything else that everyone does and puts it into a higher level. Instead of something random, he puts a purpose on it. And I think that's really good. So check out his video because I think it's worth it. If you have the space, I can't hit the shuttle against the wall because the noise would make my wife go crazy. But if you can, then go for it and try. Or the curtain idea. Actually, when I watched the curtain idea, I thought, okay, this might be possible. But the problem is you need someone to feed. So I don't know how possible that's gonna be. Anyway, great video by Tobias. Great content as always. So that's all for the GBN podcast this week. Stay safe and see you next week.